What's up, y'all? I'm Ruquan. I am from Washington, D.C., and I'm studying Black History at Harvard College, graduating in May. Hopefully. We still got a couple more finals and stuff to work hard on, but I'm excited. I'm happy that Zoe reached out for me to share with you all. I am a gun violence survivor myself. My stepdad was murdered in 2018, and I had a really close friend that was murdered in 2017. Maybe you've seen me because I built a company called Love One, which was a for-profit company that raised money for gun violence survivors, particularly poor people in black and brown communities and poor white communities as well around the country. And today I'm happy to talk about the intersections of poverty, gun violence, race, and fear. So for me, I've been thinking a lot about this thing for a long time because the first time I lost someone, I was 5 years old and I was in Seattle. I moved to Texas and Oklahoma and I was 6 and my granddad had been shot in the head. And before, or right after that, my stepdad was shot. And so I had been experiencing gun violence for a while and had been thinking about it since that age. And when I turned 16 or 17, I realized that any of those plagues, gun violence, poverty, homelessness, poor schools, those things typically stem from fear. Now, that's probably something I'm going to have to convince you of. But my theory is that there's a lack of love in our communities that promotes, allows for fear to ring true. And fear has sort of side effects that look like poverty, that look like homelessness, etc. I realized this because I was disappointed by the lack of love that I felt my teammate received when he was murdered in 2017. I felt like the city of Washington, didn't really have any love for him. And I made it my duty to make sure that the world would know who he was. And every time I get to tell this story, I'm fulfilling that mission effectively. But then I thought too, well, maybe if our politicians loved their constituents more, they'd do something more effective. Maybe if our parents loved their children more, they would put preventative measures for violence indicators. Maybe if our teachers loved our students more effectively, more intentionally, students would not be a part of the school to prison pipeline. Now, I know typically that takes, it takes a heart and a mind to imagine that. And I know you have the heart and mind to do it. It must be true to me because there are some of us who were loved really well. And that love kept us away from environments, kept us away from opportunities, kept us away from ideas that would cause harm to ourselves and other people. My theory is that the nation is in dire need of love. My theory is that the world is in dire need of love, and therefore my philosophy is that love is the medicine to our aches and pains. And many people wonder what that looks like. Love is not solely academic. It's not even solely spiritual. Love is. And since it is, it's something that we must take our time. We must convene together and commune together to really understand and to really explore. We must experience love to know love. We must dwell on love to know love. And I think that if that becomes the policy decision, if that becomes the curriculum or the curricula, if our art is love and becomes love and is about love, it will inspire a generation of people to do love. Right now, men don't talk about their feelings that much, and we say that women cry too much or whatever. When people are crying out for love, we make fun of them, we mock them. And that means that we will probably have a tomorrow that is poverty, violence, sickness stricken, because we won't hold each other when we need each other. But I trust that the people in this room have what it takes to allow love to water the seeds in their soul. Since you do, I want you to know that you join revolutionary family. You join figures like Martin King. You join figures like James Baldwin and more, who wrote, who spoke, who walked love daily, weekly, monthly, and they made tremendous gains because of it. And so I'm proud of what we've done in the gun violence community. I'm proud that even though sometimes there are friendly rivalries between the different gun violence prevention organizations, I'm proud that we are working. I'm proud that we've been able to some degree, put our guards down and hold one another in this movement. And in order for gun violence to end in all of our communities, black, brown, and whatever else, we have to love. And if we don't love, then our children and our grandchildren will be having this same conversation. And so the best thing you can do for your kids, in my opinion, this is my theory, is love. Love yourself, love your children, love your grandchildren, love your friends' children, love your enemies' children. Love. Because if you do, then tomorrow can look different. But if not, if we continue the traditions of old, which are to protect self and be afraid of other, then we can expect to have the same crises on our hands 100 years from now. Frankly, the choice is ours. Thank you.